Hi and hello to everyone. Myself Khushbu Sundar. I'm an actor and a politician. Before I move on, I would like to thank every one of you for hearing me today. And I also would like to thank the technology for allowing us to connect during this difficult times. Well, we are going to discuss about mind today. You know what we have in this upper deck? We're going to discuss how it can change our mindset or our lives. Yes, the argument is going to continue whether to be successful, you should allow your heart to rule your mind or your mind to rule your heart. I think it's very important to understand when to apply your heart and when to use your brains. Before I move further, I would like to start with a simple quote by Buddha. Our life is shaped by our mind. We become what we think. And I very firmly believe in that. Imagine what this life would be without so many people we know who have succeeded in life had they not allowed their minds to keep them strong and move further despite facing rejections and failures. Imagine this world without Abdul Kalam. Imagine this world without Tendulkar. Imagine this world without Virat Kohli. Imagine this world without Muhammad Ali. Imagine this world without Mary Kom, or imagine this world very recently without Mirabai Chanu. Or for a filmy buff like me and you out there, imagine this life without Amitabh Bachchan and Rajnikant. Pathetic it would be, right? And yes, they allowed their minds to stay strong despite facing failures. Do you know Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, who's known for his voice? He was rejected by All India Radio because they didn't find his voice very fascinating. If Tendulkar had decided that studies are everything that I need to do, probably he wouldn't be what he is today. If Kalam sir would have just thought that I come from a very, very lower middle class family and I have done my education in a government funded school, I cannot be the scientist who I am today, or I cannot be one of the greatest leaders this country actually looks up to. He wouldn't be what he was. I think we should allow our mind to rule us, especially if you want to succeed, but to apply your heart when it's needed. Your life is all what you decide what you want to be. As a child, you start working towards what you're going to do next. From first grade to second grade to third, and so on. The pressure starts building up. By the time you come to your 10th grade, then there's a pressure which says that you need to really, really score well. And that's when you apply your mind. Because studying, your education is not about your heart alone, but applying your mind at the right time. You score there, then you start preparing for your 12th, and then you decide what you want to do with life. What do you want to become in life? Where do you want to reach? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? What are your dreams? How hard you are ready to work to make your dreams come true? Which is the best way to climb up the ladder? Of course, climb. I mean, many of you might think, why take the stairs? It's easier that you take an elevator. But you don't have elevators everywhere. And I personally believe that to walk up the stairs, the journey is beautiful. Yes, it's tiring. Yes, it leaves you breathless. Yes, your knees hurt. Yes, by the time you reach up, you're gasping for breath. But isn't that beautiful? Does it not say that it's healthy to take stairs rather than taking the elevator? It's good for your heart. Pumping your heart is fine, and that's when your brain also starts functioning very well. The determination when you want to reach a floor, when you walk up, it's your mind which determines how far you're going to go. So that is where you start applying your mind. Next time, rather than taking an elevator, try climbing up the stairs. You see how your mind functions. You see how your brain functions. It tells you, push yourself. And your mind needs to really understand that how far it can go. And I'm talking about people who have succeeded after seeing the failures. There are people who have attained success very easily, but they've not been able to sustain the success. And the reason being, they allow their mind to take them over completely. This mind is actually a devil. They say, na, idle mind is a devil's workshop. You constantly have to keep working. You constantly have to keep your mind occupied and keep telling your mind that you need to do something better. If you had not succeeded, or if you're facing a failure, what will you do next? Yes, continuous failures and rejections makes you a pessimist. But that is when you have to apply your mind and say that I'm going to push myself harder. Probably I'm not doing my best where I can succeed. There is something somewhere where I'm lacking, and that is why I'm not succeeding. Take my life. I can give many other examples, but I think the best example would be my life. I started as a child actor in Mumbai when I was 7 years old. It was very accidental entry into cinema. And as a 7-year-old, you do not apply your mind, or you do not decide that this is what your future is going to be, or you're going to be an actor. To be very honest, I always wanted to be an air hostess. I wanted to fly the world. I wanted to fly an aeroplane. I wanted to be a pilot finally and say that, oh, I can take this huge, giant machine and it works at my behest. What I order, how I operate, and this is how it works. It didn't happen. It did happen not because I did not try, but because of these circumstances. I couldn't finish my education. I had to quit when I was in the ninth. But I was determined to succeed. I was determined to show the world as to what stuff I'm made of. I'm a very firm person. I'm a very strong-minded person. I am I'm a person who can literally determine and say that if I have to achieve something, I will. Very, very determined person. I moved to Chennai in 86, that too due to very personal reasons then. Coming to Chennai or relocating to Chennai completely wasn't easy for me. Coming to a city which is absolutely new, stark new, I didn't have any friends, I didn't have a career. I had just started out doing a Telugu film, but then the circumstances forced me and my brothers and my mom to stay back in Chennai. I didn't know what I'm going to do next, where my next meal is going to come from, how I'm going to make sure that my three brothers who are dependent on me and my mother, how I'm going to look after them. But I was clear that I will succeed. And how will I succeed? By allowing my mind to go on a wider platform, allow my mind to fly high, allow my mind to say that I can and I will. And I did. Life is not easy. Every time what you want, you do not get it. You do not find ways to reach where you are destined to go or where you aspire to be. But your mind is a very mean machine which can take you wherever you want if you're determined to do so. I think a lot of rejections and failures can make you pessimist. But probably that's why your mind is divided into two halves. The left side of the brain takes over the right side, and the right side of the brain takes over the left side. Though you say that which was the first organ which was formed in your body, it's the heart, it's the brain that needs to function well for the heart, because from your mind, it sends a message to all different organs of your body that this is how you have to function, and it functions. That's a basic science. Now, the mind, what you apply is what is going to determine what you will be tomorrow. All of you are aged between 18 to 25 today. Many of you have seen success or on the verge of success, on the threshold of becoming something big. All few of you out there struggling to find a foothold. Trust me, nothing is impossible. You need to understand that success is something which is in your hands, which is in your mind, which eventually is going to tell your heart to go and get it. A lot of people we see, they attain success, but like I said before, they do not sustain success and they see failures very easily. That is because they allow their mind to take over completely and make them who they are not. When they become who they are not, then it becomes very, very difficult. We see a lot of people who sustain success and they change overnight. Their attitude changes, their behavior changes, their language changes, everything. They become somebody who they're not, and we ourselves feel, oh, this is somebody I knew, but this person is absolutely new. I do not know who this is. I am clueless about this person. Do I really know him? And that is when the failure of that person starts. Bill Gates very clearly said, it's nice to succeed, but pay heed to your failures. You need to do that. Pay heed to where you failed. Pay heed to the failures, because finally that is where it's going to take you forward. Success may be difficult. Failures are easy. But again, failures seem to be easy because you do not try hard. Today, I'm a successful businesswoman. I'm a successful entrepreneur. I'm a very successful actor. I'm a very successful mother and a wife. I am still finding a foothold in my political field. But I am determined and I'm sure that I will succeed, because it's here in my mind which tells me that you will, because you can. And I can because I am determined to do so. I'm ready to give myself completely to achieve what I want. I aspire to be somebody who is out there doing something for the society, for the people. I want you, many of you are very same age of my children. My older one is 21, my younger one is 18. So many of you, I look at you as my own kids, my own little ones, where every mother, every parent today watching you there, they're dreaming about your success. They're dreaming about what you would be in life. They're dreaming. They are actually looking forward to see you settled well and achieving what you are determined to do so. Talking is easy. You might say it's easier said than done. Probably yes, it's easier said than done. Some of you might feel, get into my shoes and then you would know how difficult it is to survive. Probably true. But I have been in those shoes. I have been in those shoes. I have seen struggle. I have seen my torn shoes where probably a stone or a thorn can tear my toes, can pull off my nails off the bed of my nail. I I want you to understand that failures are not forever. Nothing is forever. Success is also not forever. But failure actually makes you stronger to face the failures after your success. From success, it will come down to failure, and then you battle harder to go up in life to become successful again. We together, we can do it. You, with your determination, you can do it. And when you are listening to me as I speak, many of you would have asked your mind to float, go on a different zone altogether, go on, want to do something else. Multitasking is what we talk about, what we say. Yes, you can multitask, but it's very important that you apply your mind to one particular thing at a time, because otherwise you will not be able to do justice to either of it. Not what you're planning to do or what you're doing now. Applying your mind at the right place at the right time is extremely important. I speak because I have been there. I speak because I have done it. Nothing is impossible if you decide here. From here, let it go to your heart, and let your heart again go back to the mind and say, yes, what you're doing is absolutely right. Go out, look for opportunities. One failure does not mean that the doors are shut. It means it's going to open many doors for you to showcase your talent, to show people what you are capable of. It is going to tell the world, it is going to push yourself against the wall, against all odds, and say that I can do it because there's so much in me to give. Go out, do it. Your mind is your weapon, your mind is your strength, your mind is yours, your mind is your best friend, your mind is your success, your mind is also your failure. Apply it rightfully. Apply it at the right time. Apply it at the right place. Mind games, yes, but with care. Thank you for listening to me. Do not forget, if there's a will, there is a way. And I see a lot of willpower in all of you, all these young children who are ready to fly high, break the glass ceiling, tell the world, here I come because I truly deserve the success. Because I worked hard, I have applied my mind to be where I am today. Good luck, my little ones, and all the very best. Fly high.